and give you another.
So,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
You said it's going to be, you shouldn't have any outies, it's going to be simple or square?
No, it could be simple, any outie, or difference of squares. It could be any of those. Let's try this one. X squared minus 4x minus 12 equals 0. X squared minus 4x minus 12 equals 0. Everything on the same side?
Yes.
Yep, everything's on the left, so we know we're okay. It's set equal to 0, that's what we want. What type of factoring would it be? Simple. Make sure you keep it equal to 0. So I've got x and x. What two numbers would multiply to 12 but could give you 4?
6 and 2.
6 and 2. We have to subtract those. So notice what the 4 sign is. It's a negative, so the bigger number needs that negative. What's my bigger number? 6. So again, this part's just kind of a reviewing area where we're just reviewing how to factor. And then you're going to split these up into their own little individual problems. So we've got x minus 6 equals 0. And then this one, I've got x plus 2 equals 0. See if you can go ahead and solve those two pieces.
Now, will it always be the problem have equals 0, or will it?
Nope.
It could be any other.
It could be something else, which we're getting to.
Okay.
We just have to do one move to make it 0. Okay, I'm hoping you added 6 here. So you get x equals 6. That's your first answer. And then if you subtract 2 to this one, because remember you're doing the opposite sign, you get x equals negative 2. That's your second answer. Okay, so it's just one extra little step you got to do.
Okay, but back up on the 6.
It's a minus 6, I got to add 6. Got to do what's opposite.
See, these you maybe need to know how to do the equation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not always like that, because the ones with fractions, you can't do that. But these, yeah, it's just flipping the sign. You just solve a little equation, one step equation.
So you're sucking to a false sense of security.
Isn't that how it's possible? How it goes?
I'm surprised every time.
4d squared minus 4d, equals 15. 4d squared minus 4d equals 15. Now, is that one set equal to 0? No. So you're going to make it set equal to 0. How would you move the 15 to join everything on the left side?
Subtract 15.
Subtract it, because you got to do what's opposite. It's a positive 15, you subtract 15. Now watch carefully how I'm going to write this. None of these go together. This is a d squared, this is a d, this is a number. So you're going to write it exactly how you see it. 4d squared minus 4d minus 15 equals, and then 15 minus 15 is 0. Oh, look at that. 0 is all by itself on the right side. So you got to do that step first. Do we have a common number here? Nope. What type of factoring is this one? Yes. If it's an any outie, 99% of the time you will have either one fraction answer or two fraction answers. So just keep that in mind, that any outies and difference of squares is where you'll get fraction answers. So I'm going to make my two sets of parentheses, keep it equal to 0. Now what numbers can multiply to give you 4?
2 and 2.
Okay, we'll try that first. So 2d and 2d. And then what numbers multiply to give you 15?
5 and 3.
Okay, let's try that. 5 and 3. And we still have to make sure they work. That's how any outie operates. You gotta first see your inner numbers. That's gonna give you 10. Your outer numbers, that's gonna give you 6. Can 10 and 6 somehow give you 4?
Yes.
Yes. Now again, I'm gonna go slow with the sum. We have to subtract them, the 10 and the 6 to get the 4. We need a negative 4, so which one here is your bigger number?
The 10.
The 10. Meaning 6 gets the plus sign. But those aren't the numbers we're actually dealing with. Remember, we're saying 5 times 2 is 10. So the 5 needs the negative to give you the negative 10. And the 2 times the 3, we need a positive 3 to give you that positive 6. So that is the factoring portion. Once you get there, you need to, again, make your own individual problems. So I'm going to have 2d minus 5 equals 0. And then over here, I'm going to have 2d plus 3 equals 0. So I still have 2 pieces, just like I had in the others. Now this one isn't very so simple. You have to do a little bit of work for it. How would you move the minus 5? Plus 5. So we have 2d, this cancels, equals 5. And then how would you get that d all by itself?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2. On the final, they're going to leave their answers as fractions, so I would highly recommend leaving them as fractions. So it's just going to be d equals 5 over 2. If you put 2.5, I'm not going to mark you wrong, but I'm just going to leave it as a fraction answer. Because 2 can't go into 5 either. I still have to do the second part. How would you move the positive 3?
Negative 3?
Okay. So I've got 2d, this cancels, equals 0 minus 3 is minus 3. And then my last step again, divide by 2. So I'm going to have this cancels. Negative 3 over 2. If you put negative 1.5, that's fine too. I'm just going to leave them as fractions. So that's what it will look like when you get a fraction answer. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's just a fraction.
And then question.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, on number 3,
Mm-hmm.
that 15, will it ever be like a negative 15 or a negative answer?
So that one.
And then,
Yeah, here.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, then you would just add.
then you would just switch it over to a positive.
Yeah.